Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of House Divided Sports Podcast. We're on episode 38. 38 episodes, 12 more episodes till we hit episode 50. That's a huge milestone. I don't know if you guys know. 90% of podcasts don't make it to their second episode. So making it past our second and making it to episode 50 will be really big and great for us, man. We're getting more consistent. Like I said, if you're new here, we do Mondays. We record twice a week, but right now Chubbs is in full coaching mode. So we're only at one time a week right now. We did upload twice this week because we literally potted for you guys for 4.5 hours last episode. So we split it up in two. But if you're new here, man, my name is Wayne. I'm here with my guys Chubbs and Smoog. House Divided Sports Podcast. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok and YouTube at House Divided Sports Podcast. FT Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram, and HD Sports Pod on Twitter. So, Chubbs and Smoog, y'all want anything y'all want to say to people before we go ahead and start the episode?
Nah, man, just keep on watching. Let's get our views up on YouTube. You know,
Yeah, man. If
we
you're on
appreciate
YouTube,
but
yeah, definitely. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, get that shit a nice fat punt. Let's go
yeah,
ahead and
I'm
get.
trying. I'm trying to get these clips out to y'all, but it's just so many episodes we got. I got a lot of clips. We need to start posting them more. But hit the TikTok, hit my page at underscore smooth. Wayne go crazy. FTO Chubbs. We post them from here from time to time. So just keep on digging into the content. Appreciate it.
Perfect, man. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started, man. So let's go ahead and start. Deshaun Watson. There was a ruling early out this week that came out. I believe it was Tuesday, if I'm correct, Monday or Tuesday, where he got suspended for 6 games. The NFL came back on, was that yesterday or Wednesday? Wednesday.
Couple days
Uh,
ago.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday and appealed it. So it's looking more like it's gonna be a year. There's a lot of noise, a lot of chaos happened when it was only six games. So I want to get you guys' take on this whole situation, the suspension. I feel like we talked about it, but we haven't really dug into it. So let me get you guys' take on the whole Deshaun Watson situation.
Um, I think. I mean, we talked about it so much. I don't like the number of games. I think 6 is a little bit. Not enough. Because we talked about similar situations in the past, like Big Ben. Big Ben was never convicted for the stuff that came up with him. He got a total of 4 games, and that was only one or two cases.
I think he got 4 games, but I think it didn't drop down to two, I believe.
He got 6 and then it dropped down to
Done
4.
for there. All right, there we go.
So I wanted the total. So that was only 2 cases. I know that we've been talking about it. This is 24 cases, 24 plus. I think there's 26 total settlements, but
It's 24 settlements, I believe.
so I thought they were still waiting on settling 2, but maybe not. If you compare the two, it's similar cases. Why is one getting 4 games for 2, and one is getting only 2 more games for 24? Now, I'm not surprised with the NFL appealing it. I've been in the chat all week, and at the end of the day, NFL is a business. They have an image. They have a code of conduct policy, just like every business has. I didn't make this point to Wayne and DL, but remember when we got talked to Bob and Ron, Coach Dolciato, before the season about posting shit on your social medias and having the St. Vincent football logo? You're affiliated with that, so he's a part of the NFL. So any negative backlash that makes the NFL look bad, they're going to punish you for it 9 times out of 10, really 10 times out of 10. I get that he wasn't convicted, but still, I think it's not enough punishment. I think he needs a year, as bad as it sounds, but I think that's what it warrants. 24 is a lot.
I agree, Chris. I think from the jump that should have been the case. The fact that they're appealing it, in a sense, it kind of seems like they're trying to do it just to gain favor and do what they should have been. They should have done from the beginning. So I don't know. I don't know if it looks bad on NFL's part for them to have to come in and appeal a decision like that. They should have said, regardless of what's going to happen, like whatever the judge rules, because this is even a thing, especially with the amount of um, people who are speaking up and saying this. Like, we're going to do our own investigation, and until then, you should get at least a season. So I think from the jump, it should have been the season, because, like I said, the amount of women that it is who are, speaking up, they describe his behavior as egregious. His pattern of behavior egregious. So like that goes to show that there was something.
Yeah, one thing I don't get though, you're talking about patterns. Like the judge that ruled it, basically said she thinks he has predatory tendencies and that he will commit something again. Something will happen again.
And that's
If
that's the
that's the
thing too,
case,
because
why is it only 6 if you have that feeling of this
but
person?
no, like think about it. Like when we even saw on like social media, I think when this whole thing was going on, he had that porn star in his house, made that video with that porn star, in which they was playing basketball or something like that on a little mini court.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like for him to like even be a part of something like that, and for that to make it out to the public eye, like it's just saying something.
Wait. All right.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying like he was doing anything. I'm not saying he was doing anything wrong.
I
But
mean,
like,
interrupt you. You can keep going.
no, I'm not saying he was doing anything wrong. But like, I don't know. It just a little like it just goes to show like how much he's just watering the whole situation down. Maybe he is innocent. I'm not. I'm not speaking.
I think that video wasn't recent. I think that was an older video.
But it's. I mean, I'm just saying. It just like still shows like the way like in which he conducts himself and like around people like women. Specifically, it was just kind of weird. Like what I'm saying. Like for him to be in a video like that, like and what happened, like she jumped on or whatever. It was just weird. Like the situation was weird, and I think like the fact that it came out during this whole thing.
That was an old video that resurfaced.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it just made it worse. Like it just made it worse. It just kind of connected all the dots, I guess. But I don't like you're innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he did this or did that, but like Chris said, like the fact that it's this many women and there's this many allegations is kind of fishy. So until this kind of quiets down, I think the NFL has no choice but to suspend him, if not indefinitely, at least for the year. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it, I guess.
I'm going to play devil's advocate a lot today.
You're a D Watson fan, that's why.
No. As far as I think
he likes massages also.
I never got into a massage. The craziest story I had was an Uber driver told me like, "Yo, if you go to this one, they'll like get you right." Which all Deshaun Watson should have did if that's the case, was just go to some place where they do that.
Like to professionals, not people that you don't know if they're professionals.
He should have went to Robert Kraft. I mean, you reach out to people all the time.
They still snitched on Robert Kraft.
Yeah, they had video evidence, but yeah. But I'm saying, now I'm gonna clear this up before I go. Do I think Deshaun Watson should be suspended more than 6 games? Yes, I believe Deshaun Watson should easily be suspended more than 6 games. He's already been suspended for a year, but he got paid, so it's really not a suspension if you really think about it. But in my opinion, he should be suspended for a year. If at minimum, he should at least miss 10 games, in my opinion. 24 women is definitely egregious and out of this world. Not all of the cases they have found fault in some of these cases. For example, a woman's son said, "Oh, she was cool with Deshaun. They was hanging out, and then she started acting away after he stopped going to her." So it's some certain cases like that. But at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson is, regardless what you think, what he did to have 24 cases, believe it or not, he had to do something. In my opinion, he had to do something. Should be suspended a year. The issues that I have just with people talking about it is when they compare it to other situations like Calvin Ridley, and there's people that were guilty of actually met doing things that are against the law in their bylaws in their contracts. Like to me, I think that's very lazy compared to Calvin Ridley and uh, Josh Gordon, who kept smoking weed over and 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 over, and like Marshawn Lynch saying, over and over and over again. But Deshaun Watson should be suspended. I think the judge said the reason why it was 6 games because that was a precedent that the NFL set. The NFL fucked up. They should have been way more strict on all of these, regardless. If you have a domestic violence situation, if you have any type of situation with you doing harm to women, it should be a minimum of half the season.
Yeah,
A
anything involving
minimum.
social issues is kind of like
Anything, yeah. A minimum of half the season. Half the season. The Cleveland Browns are disgusting for giving him this gigantic
So
contract.
this is the second time Cleveland's done something like this.
They had what's his name with the manslaughter?
No. Kareem, remember Kareem Hunt? They signed him without that thing being done.
Yeah. So,
So
all of the Cleveland cares about is winning football games, which is the NFL's mantra. That's the NFL. That's the only thing they care about. The Houston Texans are not being talked about enough in this situation as well. I'm here to call out on everybody's BS. The Miami Dolphins just lost a draft pick, which we'll talk about later. The Houston Texans should be losing a few draft picks, a few of them, because they known of these situations for a while. And it's because he decided to say he wanted to get traded, they let it all leak out. The same way the Steelers should have got in trouble when all that shit happened with what happened with AB. All the shit that they kept under wraps. Any team, there should be a precedent that any teams that suppress information like this should lose picks, should get suspended, and should lose some money and get some fines. I don't know if that's a forfeit some games, something. You cannot hide information like this because not only did you help this player out, continue doing what he's doing, more importantly, you caused more women to get hurt. Because if this would have been reported after the first woman or the second woman or the third woman or fourth woman, we wouldn't be at 24 women at this point. So they need to be held accountable just as much as Deshaun Watson needs to be held accountable, in my opinion. So the NFL, Deshaun Watson, the Houston Texans, and the Browns need to all be talked about in the same light, in my opinion, because what has happened with this situation is nasty, disgusting, and egregious. I can't blame the judge because at the end of the day, she's looking at the court of law, and she just has to look at the court of law. These are the rules. This is a precedent. I have to go by the precedent. This is precedent. That's her job. So I can't blame her. The NFL knew they were going to do that. They're probably going to get sued by NFL. The reason why NFL couldn't be involved in this because the Players Association and CBA said when things like this, something like this comes up, Roger Goodell, you can't have the last word or have the main word, even though at the end of the day, he's always going to have the main word because he can pill what he wants and he's going to spend. Deshaun Watson's probably going to miss the majority of the game, which the Cleveland Browns disgustingly prepared for by only making his contract $1 million this year. So again, Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns, the NFL, and the Houston Texans so all be showed in the same light. And Chubbs, I'm glad you brought up that situation with Kareem Hunt, with them basically doing that. Like this is, to me, this whole situation is disgusting and nasty. And I just think not only should Deshaun be held accountable, but these other parties should be held just as accountable. And to me, especially the Houston Texans, because they were aware of the things that were happening and they allowed it to get to 24 women. And that's probably only 24 women that are willing to speak up. Like,
I mean, I agree. I agree with you. Like, I agree. I hear what you're saying, and I definitely I can see where you're coming from. It's just that, like you said, bro, with these situations, bro, it's a lot of he said, she said. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like that's and I'm not trying to discredit anybody. I'm not trying to if it happened and hopefully they get to the bottom of what actually happened, then yeah, punish them in the worst way because that is it's a social issue. It's stuff that it's stuff like this that don't even get recognized on smaller platforms. The only reason why stuff like this getting recognized to this extent is because of Deshaun Watson and involved. So again, it may be a he said she said type of situation, and that's why like I'm kind of like I can't really say too much.
Yeah, that's it. Because you can't say he's guilty because
Yeah,
it went to the law and then they said there's not enough evidence to prove they actually did something, which
right.
is
And a lot of the times, like when one person speak up, like it's Deshaun Watson, so of course they're going to try to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a situation like that. Let's hope it's not. But the NFL from the jump should have took precaution.
Wouldn't you hope it is? Because that means he really didn't do anything, and they're just trying to get some money out of him.
Well, yeah, that's what a lot of the times.
I mean,
Well,
You see,
I'm
you
either
see
saying
cases like
situation,
that.
it's a fucked up situation.
it's a
just,
fucked up situation. Yeah, it is.
On both sides. But I just feel like the NFL should have definitely took precaution from the jump and given him the max sentence, and then dumbing it
And
down, like dumbing it down from there, like
I
weathering it down from there.
I personally don't. I don't like when especially it's really the Cleveland fans because that's their quarterback now. They're like, oh, he already sat a whole year. Dude, he sat a whole year and got paid full for sitting the whole
Yeah.
year. And
the
really,
NFL should have suspended him indefinitely
and
from
I'm not.
when all these cases came out, like DL said.
And keep it be. If Deshaun Watson came out and said, "I don't want to play here, but I'll finish my last season out and I'll play," his ass, they would have put him out there. He was at practice,
Mm-hmm.
so like,
So
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that whole BS about he already sat a year. He also made $10+ million sitting doing nothing.
yeah, so I think this whole situation is disgusting. And like I said, every party needs to be held just as accountable. And I think the Houston Texans are really getting off scot free because they were aware of situations and they allowed them to continue to fester and continue to grow. Thankfully, with the suspension, he can no longer go to outside sources. He only could go to the team sources. But my feeling, why were you going to the team sources in the general? So
Them trainers weren't that good looking.
yeah, so it's crazy, man. But yeah, I prayers for everybody involved in the situation, man. I hope we finally get it right and figure out what's going on. So we're gonna go over to the next topic now. So Deebo Samuel and Diontae Johnson finally get their paydays. Diontae Johnson signs a 2-year extension, 36 mil, gets over 18 mil a year, and Deebo Samuel signs, I believe, a 3-year deal for 73.5 million dollars with 5.8 million dollars guaranteed. So what are our thoughts on these deals and did we think they were going to happen? I think we pretty much all thought that Deebo possibly was going to get traded, but what is everyone's thoughts on these players getting paid?
I mean, I'm happy they're getting paid. It's huge, honestly, for the 49ers because you're not losing your best player and your biggest offensive threat. But I'm happy for Deebo. He actually came out and said that he did not make it a point where he doesn't want to be the what is it called the
Why back?
wide back. He says he doesn't mind doing that. I don't know why you would be mad about doing that. You're getting the ball, and your whole thing about being a football player is getting the ball in your hands.
It's a lot of wear and tear, man.
It is. But if he can make people miss, he's not making them taking them big hits. But for Diontae, I'm surprised it was only 2. I thought they would try to lock him up for a little bit longer. Like I said in the chat, this is the perfect opportunity to try to ship Chase Claypool because, like I said last episode, there's no reason when having George Pickens and Chase Claypool and Calvin Austin that Claypool and Pickens are very similar in size and play style.
One soft.
We're not getting to that, but I'm talking about play style. Diontae, Calvin, and George are the trio you would want for the future. I mean, honestly.
I mean,
And this is from a Ravens fan. But I don't know. I'm not surprised they got it done. But one little tidbit, Deebo, DK, and AJ Brown all have the same agent. And AJ Brown came out and said, "You saw the other guys got paid at the place they were. That shows you the real story. That Tennessee did not really want me."
Yeah, he did come out. I did see that tweet where he came out and said that. So yeah, Tennessee's just gonna be a. I don't. They think they can run the ball to death, but you need a receiver. I'm sorry, you need and and
I
and
don't mean
I
to bring up AJ Brown though. We're talking about Deebo and Diontae, but he did
yeah
make that a point.
yeah. I mean that's a good point for him to bring up. Same agent, got them all the same deal. That agent he got a pretty nice commission. I'll tell you that.
He also got Hollywood. I think he might have He has all those guys from that draft class damn near.
Nice, smooth. Yeah,
Um, Deontay Johnson. I mean, like we discussed last time. I don't think he should have held out like for
the
any
whole
particular
didn't.
reason.
The whole didn't was
Well, I mean,
unfair.
but do you? He should have been paid that regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was his contract? Another 2 years, 30 something mil,
Yeah,
something like that. I mean, that's not.
I mean he got 18 mil, which is around the same as almost every other receiver got this offseason. So,
Yeah, so that's fair. Like,
but
I
I think
would.
that's the only way they was giving it to him. I don't think they were long term trying to give him a long
Okay.
term deal.
So I mean, I guess it would make sense from that aspect, but like, I think that's what he should have been, getting paid from the start. Like, I'm thinking like he was holding out to get like a not necessarily a max contract, but like a top tier receiver type of pay. Um, so I'm glad he got his money. For the Steelers, he's definitely going to be that guy. Um, if they can get their quarterback situation down pat. But nah, good for him. As far as Debo goes, yeah, he did the right thing. Especially if they plan on using him as much as they did last year. He did
Oh
that for
yeah,
security. He did that 71 mil. That's definitely gonna come in handy for the next 3 years. Um, and I think he deserves it honestly because of the fact of what he does for San Francisco in their offense. Like they run their offense through him. Um, Maybe George Kittle can take some of that load off of him this year, and Ayuk as well. If Trey Lance can be MVP caliber, as Dwayne says, um, I think it's a good contract for the next 3 years. So I think he deserved it. I think he did the right thing too.
Yeah, I think this is a win-win for both teams. One, you avoid any unnecessary drama that you didn't need because you have two teams with new quarterbacks coming in the system. So you need these players to be available in camp so you guys can gain that chemistry with your new quarterbacks, and that way your offense can run a little bit more seamless. As far as Chubbs, when you're talking about the whole Claypool situation, I don't know, man. I think it's just good to keep this receiving core together. I think you could always have. I think having four good receivers is actually a good thing. Just in case somebody gets hurt, they're interchangeable. You could do a lot of different things. You could have a four wide set, five wide set with Fryer move now. And I think actually Chase is gonna have a good season. He's back playing primarily slot, which his rookie year he did when he had a breakout season. He played a lot of slot receiver, and that's what it looks like in camp. They're gearing up for him to play is a lot of slot receiver with George Pickens on the outside and Deontay being the X. So I think it's going to be a really good season, and I'm happy Deontay got paid, man. I was worried that he actually wasn't going to get paid because, as you know, as the Steelers were a receiver factory, so they were like, "Oh, we just could keep making these receivers over and over again. We've been doing it for damn near 20 years. Why not? Why stop now?" But he
speaking.
got paid, and I think honestly, I think if he balls out again this year, then they might re-up him again like they did AB. So we'll see.
Since we're on the topic, this isn't on the list of Steelers and receivers. Do you see Calvin Austin in camp?
Yeah, yeah, he balling.
No, no. You see what he did yesterday with T.J. Watt?
Nah, I ain't see that. What
Him
did he
and
do?
T.J. Watt got in a fight. We started scrapping.
No way.
Yeah, yeah,
Man.
they did. Yeah, apparently he got like an end around like they do with Chase normally, and
Mhm.
TJ was right there, and I guess TJ like drove him into the ground, and they got up and apparently started fighting. Yeah, dude's scrappy. I like him, even though he's a Steeler. He's scrappy.
Yeah, they say he's gonna be good. So man, I'm excited to see what our offense does. Even though people were talking shit about Mitch, he actually was playing really good the last 2 days. So I'm excited to see where we go and how we continue to progress. So yeah, man, I think this was a good deal for both of the players to get signed, and I'm happy they got signed, man. So now that it is done, no, I'm not gonna do that because Shell's gonna get mad.
What?
I was
What?
gonna say rank the offenses in the AFC North.
Lamar Jackson's still a quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, so
And we can rank the offenses. We're gonna quarterback weapons.
week one.
Who's
I'll give I'll,
one?
I'll give
One?
one I'll
Nah,
give one to the Bengals. Two is going to be the Ravens. Three is going to be Browns because Jacoby Brissett. And fourth,
that's
you need to
crazy.
watch. You need to watch your boy Ryan Clark, who's a Steeler, talk on ESPN. They all said today, especially on Get Up, he said today the only bright spot is Najee Harris because of the quarterback situation.
Okay.
That quarterback situation is the reason you're number 4.
DL.
Honestly, I ain't even trying to try the Ravens, bro. But I just don't see the Ravens like. I just like. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the Bengals definitely gonna win that division.
Just remember, Theo,
Look, man,
2019,
I'm not coming at the Ravens, bro. I'm
won the
not coming at the Ravens.
MVP with his number 1 receiver
But that's
being
just Lamar.
Willie
Like
Snead
it's just Chris. What do I
in
say?
Hollywood.
Division games are what tendency based.
We're talking about
The
offenses.
Steelers are a mediocre team that will always at least go even. The Bengals are a pretty good team. They probably have the best offense in that division, and their defense isn't bad. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like I say a lot to say that I don't see the excitement behind the Ravens this year. That's it. But I'm hoping they can prove me wrong because I don't want the Steelers to win anything. And the Bengals, I said last year that they just had that little run last year. I don't think the Browns is going to do too much without
How can you say
know
that you don't see the excitement? Lamar Jackson, if you're Lamar Jackson, your quarterback, your team can be excitement every year.
All right, so check me out. Why did y'all
I
end
don't
up
get
losing?
that.
Why did y'all end up not making the playoffs last year?
Because Lamar got hurt.
Exactly. So if Lamar Jackson is always your main focal point, that means he's going to be taking the majority of his. He's going to be run down.
He got hurt because we had the most IRs and we had the most injuries on the offensive line that year too.
That's what I'm saying.
They bolstered the offensive line.
Y'all need to give this man something to work with. He can't just be Lamar Jackson, the great. Every single game, like he's going to be taking hits. He's going to be running for his life. I'm not going to say running for his life, but I just feel like he's going to be doing too much. Chris, it's okay to stand up for your team.
Because everybody around him was hurt. He didn't have his number 1 running back. He didn't have his number 2 running back. He didn't have his number 3 running back. So how's the running game going to be there that previous year? Everyone's back.
Well, first of all, he got hurt scrambling out of the pocket.
No, he didn't. I hate when people say that. He got hurt in the pocket.
He got hurt when he was scrambling. Chris,
he was staying in the pocket. He got hurt in the pocket. Everybody says
scrambled because the protection was bad, and he got hurt. His ankle, Achilles ankle, whatever it was. All right, Chris, go watch the play, man. Go watch the play. Go watch the play and come back to me because I remember it, dude. I remember. I was like, damn, bro. He really got hurt off of that because he was scrambling, and I guess like a lineman, like the defensive lineman, like tripped his leg or whatever. I'm not saying it was a run play. I'm saying he was scrambling trying to make a play outside of the pocket. And he got sacked or whatever it was, and he hurt his ankle or whatever he hurt. I just remember.
Bro,
but I say all that to say,
bro.
Show me the play.
I have it right here. He barely even got out of the pocket. He was going backwards. He was still
so backwards.
He's still in the middle of the fucking field.
DL's point is that he was trying to get out of the pocket. That's how he got hurt.
Why? Okay, so correct. Why was he trying to get out of the pocket if that's the case, DL?
Because he had no protection or whatever.
And this year,
Chris,
we have a healthy offensive line.
He still runs when you guys have a healthy offensive line. It doesn't matter, Chubbs.
I'm just saying. I don't think you have a name. I don't think you have.
That's right or wrong, Chubbs. He still runs when he has a healthy offensive line.
Did he not do that 2019 year when everybody was healthy and he went?
But Chubbs, you're talking about 3 years ago.
The previous year when he did the same thing.
3 years ago, people have been hurt.
Before he got hurt.
This is what I'm saying.
I just don't understand. How is it not excitement when we were the number 1 seed before he got hurt with all those injuries? How is that not excitement when we're healthy this year?
I didn't say anything about excitement or anything. This is all
that's what I'm getting at.
Because it's coming from it's coming from a Ravens fan. That's why you're talking about.
It's coming from all the analysts are saying the same thing. Don't sleep on the Ravens. All the analysts are saying the same thing.
You already said y'all defensive backs have been watered down from the previous years. Marlon Humphrey is not that good.
This year they are ranked, projected the number 1 secondary in the league.
That secondary is overrated, bro. I already said it.
I agree.
We'll get into it later.
We can get into that later. But we're projected top 3 offensive line this year too.
Hey, bro. Projections don't mean anything. It's what you actually do, and I'm going based off of facts, which is a fact.
So we shouldn't project anybody's records at all.
No, you're telling us that you're right because of what other people are projecting. Other people did not project the Bengals.
I see his winning percentage whenever he's healthy and playing football.
Right. Well, other people didn't predict. Other people predicted that Patrick Mahomes would have had a better year than he did last year. Other people predict that the Bengals were not going to be as good as they were last year. So what are you saying to us about other people saying stuff does not matter? We're talking about what we think.
Let's talk about
based on
facts. How is it not excitement when every time he plays, he wins games?
Fact or fiction? Did the Steelers not sweep y'all last year?
He wins hella games, Dwayne.
Fact or fiction? Did the Steelers not sweep y'all last year?
2 years in a row.
Fact or fiction? Do the Steelers at least finish 500 every single year?
That's the same thing with Ravens, but go ahead, keep going.
Fact or fiction? Have the Bengals not gotten significantly better and are probably the favorite to win that?
Their defense is still
okay,
but
I love this segment. Keep going, Smooth.
So based off of that, bro, how are you going to tell me that the fact that Lamar Jackson is your biggest person, or whoever, your biggest
Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins,
coming from a Ravens fan. Go ahead.
Gus Edwards,
name him.
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. Just stop there.
Shut up.
You can't. You always say no. You always tell me. No.
You're a hater on Rashad.
No. You always tell me I can't talk about unproven people. Is that not what you say to me?
Bro, did you watch? Clearly, you're casual because you didn't watch any really games last year when he got in the game.
Is he proven?
He's a proven move the chain receiver last year.
Is he proven?
He hasn't had a full year, but
okay, so don't talk about him. Is all I'm saying because you tell me not to talk about unproven players.
I'm not, bro. I want the Ravens to succeed. Don't get me wrong, Chris. I want the Ravens to succeed, but I just don't see it this year. That's it, bro. And I hope they prove me wrong, bro. I hope.
You sound crazy.
I hope so.
So the fact that Chubbs actually ranked us last is fucking hilarious. If you really,
I didn't rank. My bad.
You rank.
I got Bengals.
We're talking about offense, just offenses.
Oh, offensively? Oh, Bengals, Steelers, of course.
I don't get that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get that.
Bro, because the
unproven offensive line.
George Pickens and
unproven offensive line.
Najee Harris, bro.
So that's what
Claypool.
So you're picking George unproven wide receiver George Pickens.
He
balled Mr. 50-50, Mr. 50-50 ball.
He hasn't not proven himself though. It's his first year. Like, what do you mean?
He balled in college, and that's what we're going off of. Because I can say Rashad Bateman balled in college.
What else are you supposed to go off of? What else are you? But Rashad Bateman's had a year in the league and can't stay healthy.
And he came.
That's fact or fiction, DL.
I'm just saying, bro.
He healthy. He played 1 year, and every rookie has lingering issues in the beginning in the offseason all the time.
No, you can't say every rookie. No, you cannot say that.
They don't get
Chris,
sore.
Why are you getting upset? I'm going off of a fact, bro.
Is blasphemous right now.
How is it blasphemous, bro?
Najee played all his games last year.
Bro, we have this is why. Najee is great. That's their one running back they got, right? Let's compare them to the Ravens right now. Offense.
All right, bro.
Let's compare them to the Ravens offense.
The point I'm making is, bro, like your excuses.
I want to compare them.
Your excuses to why the Ravens weren't good last year is because everybody got hurt.
Compare them right now.
So what? Like,
I want to compare them right now. We have a better offensive line, yes or no?
I don't know
if they don't stay healthy, bro, what does it matter? If they don't stay healthy, what does it matter?
How do I know that? We got Morgan Moses, who was great at blocking TJ Watt. He's known for that in his career. Juwan James. We got Tyler Linderbaum, who's had a great college career.
Juwan Johnson's coming off an injury next.
Juwan James is back.
He's coming off an injury next.
He's back.
I'm saying he came off an injury. We don't know how good he's going to be.
Kevin Zeitler, didn't give up a single sack last year at guard.
Bro, we can't argue Ravens, Steelers, and
But I'm
Patriots.
saying, you're talking about a bunch of second-year offensive linemen with James Daniels.
Nice.
And that's the
Y'all
one.
gotta-
That's the
y'all
only
gotta-
one you got.
all
You
right,
don't have
so-
Trey Turner anymore. Trey Turner's from the
But
Commanders.
it doesn't matter.
No. Listen.
Fact or fiction,
Listen,
do the
hey,
Steelers
no,
finish
no.
above 500 every
Your
single year?
tight end's not better than
It
the
doesn't
Ravens.
matter.
No, come on. Let me go through it.
Quarterback's not better than Ravens.
The only thing I have
Doesn't
over us is
matter,
quarterback and O-line. That's
Tight
it.
end. Fuck out of here. Shut up.
That's a part of the receiving core. So your receiving core
No,
is not better than us.
position by position. All right, let's move on.
Is that not?
Y'all pissing
Is
me
that not
off.
part of the
Y'all
receiving
Bro,
pissing me off. Y'all pissing me
Chubbs,
off.
that's
I don't understand
Come on,
how, bro.
that's
Like,
that's not part of the receiving core.
Let's move on because y'all pissing me off.
Because then I can go position with center.
Because
guard.
I can go.
Fullback.
We all know Ravens run more than one running back, and if we're going back their last season played, combined Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins stats and touchdowns are more than Najee last year. So shut up.
And they're hurt. And they were hurt.
We're talking about their last time they were out there, right?
Najee is better than
Pickens.
both your. Najee is
What he
better
said
than
with George Pickens.
I'm
Said
talking. I'm talking.
That's what he said with George Pickens.
Najee is better than both your running backs. Yes or no?
No.
All right. Now you're lying. Okay. And then Deontay Johnson is better than any receiver you guys have out there.
But your O-line, quarterback, tight end.
Receiving core. Our receiving core
I'm
is
not
better
giving
than
you that.
y'all's.
I'm not giving you that. I'm going by tight end, position.
Now you're going position by position.
That's what we're doing.
Okay. And then our defense is better. Who's
No,
better?
unproven.
Who front seven? Our front seven is better than yours. Easily.
No. Easily?
Our front seven is easily better than yours. Easily.
Devin Bush easily better.
We have two all
Devin
pros.
Bush.
Y'all have none.
What do you mean? We have all pros? We have
Who?
Michael Pierce. He made all pro.
He made all pro.
Elias Campbell was an all pro.
He didn't make all pro last year.
Are we just talking about last year, or are we talking about they're all pros they got? They're all pro players that they made it 1 year.
Come on.
Question.
DL.
Is Lamar Jackson all pro quarterback?
Come on, DL.
Is Lamar Jackson all pro quarterback?
He was an all pro last year.
But is he an all pro quarterback?
No, he's not.
You're
top
a liar
five quarterback.
he
He's
made
not all pro.
he has one, so he is an all pro
He's not
quarterback.
top five.
He's
He's not all
MVP.
pro.
Bro,
He's a top five quarterback.
Let's just move on because you're pissing me off because you're just being
I'm making
anal.
you mad.
You're being anal. You're being anal.
Is he top five quarterback? Yes or no?
Because Kyle Fuller, when he got picked up by the Ravens, he was an all pro last year, but people said they picked up an all pro former cornerback. So what are we talking about?
So former, because you're Mr.
He's still an all pro, Wayne.
Chubbs, I'm going by your logic, and you're getting mad at me.
Wayne, he is still an all pro at the end of the day. Is he not? Did he
No,
not make that accolade? Yes or no?
No, I'm not. I know, not Mr. I'm going by last year is talking about stuff from previous years. Stop it, Mr. I go by last year.
Oh my God, here's no.
What's Lamar an all pro? No,
he got hurt.
What's Calais Campbell who played all year an all pro? No, your front seven is not better than ours. Stop it.
Bro, Wayne, just shut your mouth, bro. Because
this
is pissing me off. Because you're being biased when I'm being real. I'm being real. I'm being real because we getting everybody back healthy, and we were the number one seed with a bum ass team.
Chubbs.
What are you talking about? Before Lamar got hurt, who did we have playing, and we were still number one?
Stop yelling.
No, because you're being ignorant. No, you're being ignorant.
Stop yelling. How good was Calais Campbell last year? Was he? Did he play? Time out. Answer the question. Did he play on an all-pro level last year?
Bro, he played with a team that had the most IRs. So get off my dick right now, please.
You just said he played with another all-pro. So why couldn't he play at an all-pro level alongside another all-pro?
He just got Michael Pierce this offseason. So you're casual, right? You're casual. Okay, you don't know.
You guys just got Michael Pierce this offseason?
Yes. Yep. We got rid of Brandon Williams. God damn, bro.
Our safety's better than you.
No. Marcus Williams, nice.
Is he better than Minka?
Your two safeties are not better than the group of safeties we got.
That's a group.
It is a group because they're going to be playing 3 or 4 at a time. Mike McDonald said that. So, good job. Mike McDonald's defense coordinator of the Ravens, if you didn't know that, too. Casual. You wouldn't know that.
I don't pay attention to Ravens stuff.
Okay, casual.
It's funny you're trying to steal my term and use it against me.
No, because it's a fact.
Okay.
Note for the future: don't make any Ravens comments ever about anything.
You were about to say they were the 4th, so
no, I wasn't. I was about to say there was a 3rd.
I was gonna say they're in third too, and that's what's going to happen.
I mean, you said the Patriots are finished last. I didn't throw BF.
No, bro.
I mean,
it's the fact that you guys are putting so much stock on the Steelers when they're going to be a below 500 team this year.
This year, but when have they ever been a below?
We're not going to be below 500.
I'm going off of years.
They're going to be
not
below
last
500.
year. I'm going
even
about,
figure
I'm
out
going,
your starting quarterback.
Chubb,
year,
stop.
the
Chubb,
year
I want you.
before.
I want him to stop coming on this podcast and lying about people being all pros when they're not. You do this to make your team look. Michael Pierce is not a fucking all-pro with 12 tackles last year. Shut up. Stop
last year,
lying.
bro.
Stop fucking lying. You said he was an all-pro last year. That's what
I didn't.
you said.
I said he made it all pro. I didn't say last year, bro. I did not say last year.
No, not he lying. Not
bro. I cannot wait to go back and watch this. And you're gonna have to give me an apology. I did not say last year. I did not say. I did not say last year. I said. Why would I say last year when I said if they made it in previous years where they still compare? I'm all pro, bro. You said that. You said I'm getting off this shit. You annoying me, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. Like it's crazy.
Matthew Stafford, bro. Let's talk about Matthew Stafford, man.
No, Josh Jacobs. Talk about Josh Jacobs. I didn't really get to watch a Hall of Fame game like that, but I'm assuming Chubbs put this top, or who put this topic about him playing. How many like drives did he actually play?
I don't know. I didn't really get to watch it, honestly. I tried watching on my own.
Chubbs was talking about a new team. You can answer the question.
Nah, I'm not answering when you address me.
Dio, can you address him?
Hey, Chris, what happened with Josh Jacobs?
Because if I say something, he might not actually listen and comprehend what I said. So
no,
that's why I'm not going to.
You called him an all-pro. So
I said he was a former all-pro from a previous year. That's what I said. Good job.
From the previous year. That's last year.
Way to listen. Previous years. Why would I make the Kyle Fuller comment if I...
Guys, it was miscommunication.
Why would I make the Kyle Fuller comment then? Shut up, bro. You're wrong.
Based upon the new knowledge that we have, we clear your front seven. Go. He wasn't an all-pro with a total of 35 tackles or 32 tackles.
Josh Jacobs.
It's crazy. He played 1 year for the fucking Vikings, bro. And he played all his other seasons with the Ravens. Bro, fuck out of here.
He actually was with the Vikings for 2 years, but sat out the COVID year because he didn't want to get his.
So he only played 1 year for the Vikings.
But he was with the organization for 2.
He didn't play again. So he only had 1 year.
Get off.
Did he play in 2020?
Get off.
No. Guys, we're going to get flagged, man.
Yeah. You might not even upload this because
this episode getting nasty.
It's getting no monetization right here.
You go to face. Nah, because I want people to stop lying, DL. Because this motherfucker don't got no all pros, bro. 0. He has 0 all pros. 0, bro. I like to fact check niggas. That's all it is, right? He had 0 all pros, bro. I can't believe Chubb just lied to me like this, bro. Because usually Chubb know I believe him, bro. But I was like, bro, I ain't never heard Michael Pierce.
Nah, I thought he balled out 1 year with the Ravens. I thought he got
it. 35 tackles.
But you remember. You got to remember. He's playing an interior D line.
I was confused. I'm like, I know Brandon Williams ball, bro, but hold up. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard this Michael Pierce nigga, bro. Like, what
you thought you said Marcus Peters, bro?
Why would Michael Pierce get a big paycheck if he didn't ball with the Ravens that 1 year? So, like, come on now. You got a big paycheck from Vikings.
Because Vikings stupid.
But Josh Jacobs, he's an interior D.
They take Kirk Cousins.
Pierce is an interior D lineman, though. He's nice. Stop sleeping.
But let's talk about Josh Jacobs, bro.
This clips, bro. I'm gonna make sure I break down this episode, bro.
Can't talk about the Ravens, bro. Like he think we just being biased, bro. He just told me stuff.
Chris, you know,
I don't understand. But
you know, I be on your side when it comes to Ravens, bro. You know it, bro. Like,
just think
all that shit you said. I didn't say y'all gonna be. I just say I think y'all have the third.
Bro. Just think of the logic, though. Bro. Think about the logic, though. We were number 1 in the AFC 8-3 before Lamar went down with hella injuries.
Everyone's better now.
With hella injuries, and we're better than now this year. We're healthy, and we got more people.
Y'all just healthy. That's it. Y'all
not better. Defensive players this offseason.
Like I said, bro, you know more about your team. I personally just don't see it. You know more.
We picked up offensive line though this offseason.
It was a question that it doesn't matter. We just don't believe in your skill players. I mean, I believe in your running backs. I'm talking about that offense.
Look. I already told you guys.
Y'all gonna have the number 1 offense of rushing in the division.
The
passing.
name.
I got y'all 30
James Prochet. Remember the name, and Isaiah Likely.
Now he naming special teamers, bro.
I'm
Josh Jacobs, bro.
naming starters, but okay.
That's crazy. Why are you talking about?
Bro.
He talking about
hilarious.
gunners, bro. He talking about gunners, bro.
This is how I know you're casual. That's okay.
I know who James Prochet is, but gunners, bro. Like
I'm dead.
that's like me, like nail the name Ray McLeod. Like, why would I say something like that, Chuz?
Ray McLeod never was.
Because you were claiming Devin Duvernay for so long. That's what you were claiming.
Ray McLeod was never doing anything though. He never did anything in college.
What happened to
like
Devin
that?
Duvernay, man?
He's still going to play.
Yeah,
still going to show out.
Dante Hall at the finest.
Oh man, hey, don't sleep on Dante Hall, bro. Dante Hall was
at the returner, yes. Receiver, no. I'm
Same
snoring. I'm snoring. All right, now that we got that over with, let's talk Josh Jacobs, man. They fix my timestamps, man. Let's talk Josh Jacobs, man.
Oh, man.
But tell us what happened. How many drives did he play?
I mean, he only played like one, but the fact of the matter is there's 3 official preseason games, 4 for the teams that play the Hall of Fame game. Starters that are vets never played this game. For the fact they never play this game. It's always the third stringers that really get the bump and the rookies for the top rookies for a series. Like Trayvon Walker played, I think, a whole series, and he actually made some plays. He was actually out there sacking quarterback and shit. But
I saw that and I was like, damn, we called him a bust.
Right. And I don't think you risk. I'm talking about my team. I Ravens, John Harbaugh put JK out there preseason week 1 just because to win some record that for ongoing preseason games, winning back to back that he played him and he ended up tearing his ACL.
Yeah, so
stupid, it was stupid as shit. But he tore his ACL. That you risk that with Josh Jacobs, and Josh Jacobs always. If we know Josh Jacobs, his career, what has he always had an issue with? Staying healthy the whole season. So why would you be putting him in that early? I don't think it's warranted that he's your star running back.
I want to go look at like who's their like backups and like
you got Amir Abdullah. Yeah.
You definitely
Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake's still in the
Drake, and they got Brandon Bolden, but like you don't risk him for those players. So I was like, maybe there's somebody he felt like he got to prove himself with, but there's literally no one.
But Josh
was he hurt at all last year?
Yeah, he missed a couple games. He misses like at least 3 or 4 games each year.
Yeah,
at least.
They probably try to get him, get him some more bump. You know what I'm saying? Get him some more.
Josh McDaniels. He said he was like, it's never bad getting running backs reps during preseason games. That was his expectation.
Yeah.
Well, last time
he only had 5 carries though.
That's
one 5 carries.
He played 1 series.
He played 1 series, but that's still too. Like I wouldn't even risk it with him, man. In my opinion,
he can get the building
practice.
I don't think. I mean, I think it's going to be trajected towards it now with every team, but I don't think starters should be playing at all in the preseason.
I think you didn't get some.
Maybe one, but not 3.
The last game you should get like a quarter, but like the game before that, you should get like 2 drives.
I just got PTSD.
Certain positions shouldn't play. I wouldn't say starters shouldn't play. Certain positions shouldn't play, like running back, quarterback. Obviously, receivers should definitely play.
Quarterbacks have to play. They got to get in rhythm with their receivers. Like, there's only so much.
But that's what 7-on-7's for, though.
But that's only so much you can do in practice.
I'm gonna tell you this right now: Lamar is not playing a single preseason game.
Well, he's injury. He gets injured. So.
But that's what was this? Was this a preseason game? What was this?
It's a preseason game.
It was the first preseason game.
This was counted at okay.
Hall of Fame game is a preseason game. Any team that gets a Hall of Fame game, these get an additional preseason game. Basically, you get more looks at the guys you got.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So I
Trevor Lawrence didn't even play.
Yeah. Yeah. They usually don't play the first 2 games. Well, it got cut down to 3, right?
It's 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got 4.
Yeah. They usually don't get the first game. So
they get a bye week before. It's like a bye week before the season starts.
Yeah. So what's probably going to happen is they're going to play the first. He's going to play first game. He's probably going to get a drive or 2 the next game, and then the game is going to play half a quarter.
It makes me feel like Josh Jacobs will be playing every preseason game.
Nah, they can't. Yeah, he's basically going to get maybe that. But
if he played in the Hall of Fame game,
he playing every preseason game.
Yeah, right.
Unless he hurt some shit, get tendonitis, which is a great segue. Let's go ahead and talk about Matthew Stafford. So he has elbow tendonitis. That is actually a super huge concern.
Throwing
And then
arm.
his throwing arm. Oh no, he probably got another year left or two.
Yeah, that's concern. He was slinging it all week too.
Yeah, they he threw the ball so goddamn much last season, so it makes sense. Now, my question to you: so with this development, right? Let's say Matthew Stafford wins another championship. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, if he wins another Super Bowl for sure. I'm already kind of teetering towards him being a possible Hall of Famer, not first ballot, obviously, right now.
Smooth
He's
I don't
responsible for
know.
two of the biggest receiving seasons.
Is he? Well, I don't know if he's responsible for the Calvin one. I think anybody could throw that shit to Calvin, but the cup,
I don't know,
I give you.
He might be if he has an argument to be first ballot. He's definitely a Hall of
man.
Famer.
Here's my
He has
thing.
an argument. If he wins the Super Bowl,
He don't got no
You already-
argument.
another Super Bowl.
Is Philip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
No.
Y'all know my answer.
Yes.
I think he is. So if he's a Hall of
Yes.
Famer, Stafford, I think, is a Hall of Famer. Not like I said, not first ballot.
I don't think. To me, I don't think you can be a Hall of Fame quarterback if you were never always in the consideration for top 5 QBs throughout your career.
But that's
he
not
played
fair
on the
because he played with
Lions.
the Lions, bro, and he didn't win games.
I don't care, bro.
Nah, that's not
He
fair.
kept
bro.
them in
That's
there.
not
Like,
fair.
I don't care. I don't care, bro.
I do.
I don't,
Bro.
bro. I don't, bro. He was
Bro.
never considered top 5, bro.
But my
can we,
point,
can
but
we
it's
keep
because
it real right now? He just got in the top 10.
But that's because he didn't win games, Dwayne.
Even when he went to the playoffs with the Lions, he wasn't never in the top 10.
Like,
I'm not
I'm
hearing
looking
because he
for-
was.
consistently.
I'm not
doing
hearing
stuff there.
it was because he was with
hasn't-
the Lions.
Yeah.
Because the person we considered the best receiver played at the Lions with him.
But
And
he's
it was
throwing-
undisputed that Calvin Johnson was the number 1 wide receiver in the league.
What else did they
but
give
he's-
him
but
around
he's
him?
thrown, but he's thrown between 4,000 and 5,000 yards every single year, bro.
Yeah.
That's cute,
Every single year,
bro.
and like that's kind of like top tier. Like
I'm not
remember-
taking that
bro.
because
Also-
Justin Herbert
and it-
plays for the Chargers, and they were asked, and we still was like, "Yo, Herbert's the man."
Stafford also played in a league with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. Still, that's 3, and there was probably 2 of them. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Don't disrespect Big Ben like that, bro. What's up with
Big,
you?
all right. Big Ben was ahead of him, and then Philip Rivers was ahead of him,
Drew Brees, I think you forgot.
and Drew Brees.
Drew Brees,
So, like
Drew Brees.
he played in a pretty.
And then they all gone, and he's still not in the top 5.
He's in the top 10 now, though.
I'm not hearing that because all these.
How is he not in the top 5, bro?
He's not top 5 quarterback.
He's not a top 5 quarterback.
We're not gonna do this, Dio. We're not gonna do this, bro. He's not top 5, bro.
He's 9 or
I mean,
10.
I can see an argument, but like you have to argue why he would be though. Like,
He's not. Yeah, you would have to. You would have to write a thesis.
not really because
luck.
if you're sit up,
You would write that. You have to write a thesis.
My point is no, it's
You're gonna
not.
bring
a
up this
thesis.
Cooper
It's-
Cup
it's-
situation. That's what you're gonna bring up right now.
Yes, I have to because that's what Chris brings up. He says Cooper Cup is the top receiver, but who's his quarterback?
Matt Stafford.
That's what my
Exactly,
argument.
so-
That's we clearly can see that doesn't matter because he had
If
the number
Matthew
one.
Stafford can make Cooper Cup be a 98 rating on Madden,
Bro,
then he should be able to have an argument for top 5.
Cooper
quarterback.
Cup didn't do stuff before. Look at his stats.
He was
I'm going
normal.
to. I'm actually about to do it right now.
He was
Normal.
He was normal.
He's
Chris,
been getting
you
better
do know-
every year.
You do know that Cooper Cup had 40 more receptions than the next receiver, or 40 more
That's
targets.
fine.
Than the
That's
next receiver?
because Robert Woods was out. Odell just got there late. Like, come on. Like,
Nah, bro.
Tyler
That-
Higbee couldn't stay on the
That-
field.
I'm not gonna lie. That ass. The projection is. We gotta stop because no one ever said Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin
was
Jones
king.
Jr. was lit too, low key.
But no one ever said he was top 10. And that he was literally on the same
But
trajectory.
He was
on
balling
the
with
same
Marvin though.
trajectory. He's on the same
Cooper Kupp was-
trajectory as Cooper Cup
Cooper-
prior to Matthew Stafford.
Before this season, Cooper Cup was average.
He was not.
He
Like
had,
Joey,
he had a
Joey
average
would
is
sit,
kinda
Joey would
crazy.
sit here and lie and say he was a top 10 receiver. He
He was
wasn't.
a top. He went top 10, but he was getting towards it.
He was top 16.
He had
Top 15, yeah,
one
top 15.
other.
Top
he
15.
had
Nah,
one
bro. I
other-
can hold on. All right. Before last year, going to last year, I'm gonna name the receivers that I can say were better than him. Right. Before last season, I'm gonna go AJ Brown. I'm gonna go DK Metcalf. I'm gonna
He
go.
started
Tyler.
with those two.
I'm just naming Tyler. I'm not getting to the big dogs yet. I'm not going with the big dogs yet. Just so you know, that's how I want you to know.
He said DK Metcalf. He said DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf wasn't better than Cooper Kupp.
No, because DK Metcalf only runs one route.
Going into last season, DK Metcalf wasn't better. Sit here and lie.
All he had was touchdowns because we already talked about why he gets touchdowns.
Oh my God!
You talking about 2020 season, 2021 season, 2020 season?
Coming
But
before,
he does one
before
route
last year.
He's known for two things: red zone.
Bro,
and
there are a
running
lot
straight.
of receivers that were better than Cooper Kupp, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even have to name them, bro.
Y'all
There are a
sleeping
lot of
on him.
receivers better than Cooper Kupp, bro.
Nah, I want to name them so people can realize like they got to relax on this Cooper Kupp stuff, right? So Julio, AJ Brown, I'm naming DK, I'm naming Tyler Lockett, I'm naming Deebo, I'm naming who else? I'm trying to think on the Ravens. Nah, nobody on the Ravens. I'm naming Devontae Adams, right? Naming Tyreek, naming Juju.
No.
Now
All
we're
right,
gonna
stop
sit here
it.
and lie, bro.
Stop it.
Why are we lying, bro?
You're sitting here in line saying Juju.
Charles, he was better. Cooper Kupp was considered a better receiver than Juju coming into last year. I know you don't like Juju, and I don't like Juju, but we can easily admit that's
I'm
not
taking.
a lie.
So you're telling me who you're asking me who I would have took?
Yeah,
Cooper Kupp.
that's crazy. All three receivers on
That's crazy.
the Buccaneers were better than him going into this year.
Bro, you forget Stephon Diggs.
I didn't. I'm just kidding. Because that's
JJ.
10. I'm at 10 right now.
Come on, bro.
Fam, Adam Thielen was better than him going into last year.
Stop it.
Bro, I'm looking at the list, bro.
Stop
and yes,
it.
he's right. Marvin Jones, Corey Davis,
Like,
Robbie
it was
Anderson,
Stop it.
Terry McLaurin,
Stop
Brandon
it.
Cooks, DJ Moore, like Allen Robinson, bro. They have all these people better than him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then people try to lie and say he was top 10 or top.
I mean, that's not.
I didn't say it was top 10.
He was
almost
a top
cracked.
20. He was top 20.
He was top 20. He was top
But
20.
you saw what he did when he actually got a quarterback, though.
Bro, his quarterback was second in MVP.
He was
He had
average.
he had 974.
I'm talking about Jared Goff.
Nah, he's
It
average.
ain't bad. It ain't bad. Yeah.
Jared Goff only impressed me when he went to Lions and actually was making them like semi-competitive.
He made them hella competitive. They just sucked.
Hey, don't sleep on them. They making hella plays. Them receivers they got with him now.
Yeah, they got him. I see.
Devontae had
I
18
see AD Hutchinson and
Devin Funches and what's it called? DJ Chark were making big highlights on that team.
AD Hutchinson is doing real good in camp. You know who's actually?
I forgot about him, but he's on Lions, so don't sleep on him. That's a good receiver to have.
Two people that are actually disappointing me in camp are Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau. They are not playing. They're struggling adjusting to the NFL.
Biggest one. You
just
got
go
him.
to
I
Josh,
can't
right?
say his name, but the Ekem from Carolina, the number 6 overall pick. They
He's
said
struggling?
they said he's like really behind. Matt Rule said it.
But I mean, he gonna get some top tier like.
They
pass
play
rushers.
good football.
They got some top tier pass rushers. He got to go get Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns.
No, Hassan Reddick I think is on the Eagles.
Oh, he went to the Eagles.
I think he's on the Eagles.
But
But they do got Brian Burns.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Let's get to the next topic, man. We're already an hour in. I might skip some of these topics.
Yeah, because you were yelling at me for 30
Yeah,
minutes.
Nah. I'm gonna skip the grunt talk because we can fit that in with the best offensive.
Why?
player.
No. I was anticipating that one.
You got the offensive players.
I got the best offensive players one. Actually, let's just get to the.
I got something for Gronk.
We got the NFL's best.
ESPN.
All right, ESPN did an NFL's best offensive positions of all time and players at the best defensive positions of all time. So right now we're gonna go ahead and go through the offense, then we're gonna go through defense. So I'm going at quarterback. I think we all know who is going to be a quarterback. They have Tom Brady at quarterback. Runner up obviously was Joe Montana. And then Peyton Manning got 2 votes as well. We're going to talk when we start contesting stuff. Running back, they got Jim Brown, who received 23 of the 50 votes, so 46%. Do you guys consider him the GOAT running back?
Honestly, no, but I know why they did it. Are we getting into it right now?
Yeah, so they said I'm just gonna go. The reason why they say he's a GOAT running back because he was 29 years old when his final season began in 1965. He retired. He averaged 5.2 yards per carry over his career, was a league MVP 3 times, was chosen in a Pro Bowl every year he was in the league. He retired as a league all-time leading rusher and scored 3 touchdowns in his final game in the 1966 Pro Bowl.
I think the reason why I think they put him there, he has great things, but I think the MVPs for really help his case because it's so hard to win an MVP outside of a quarterback position.
Yeah, 3 times.
So he did it 3 times. So I get it, but I also hate doing this because we do it with basketball a lot when we talk about the guys that played back. Jim Brown played some good football. He is one of the greatest, no doubt. But guys that have been playing towards this year and like 20 years ago played way different players than Jim Brown played.
So you don't think Jim Brown will cook right now?
I don't think he would be a top 5 running back in the league, no.
That's ridiculous to say. But.
Well, I'm talking about receiver. Like,
where do you have Nick Chubb?
I got Nick Chubb at I think he's at either 5 or 6 for me.
I think he would be a little bit better than Nick Chubb.
But the reason why I say that about right now is a lot of receivers can also do. A lot of running backs can also catch the ball out of the backfield.
The number 1 running back in the league can't catch a ball.
All right, that's one. I'm talking about JT can catch, Dalvin can catch, Alvin can catch, CMC can catch.
You don't got Alvin in your top 5 though.
I might. I don't know. I have to look at it. Eckler can catch.
He's not top 5.
He's top 10 though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's these
receivers. There's a
lot of running backs that do more, is what I'm saying, than what he.
Yeah, but the argument is the number 1 running back in the league doesn't do what the other guys do, but he's just better than them. So
I don't think he's gonna have Derrick Henry effect.
Yeah, he can have the Nick Chubb effect, and he top 5, top 6. I think he'd be better than that. So.
I don't have any discrepancies with Jim Brown being called the best running back ever.
I think
Barry might be it, but
I think there are a couple people that you can put above Jim Brown just based off of their rushing yards alone.
That too.
But they probably have more longevity than him than actually.
He did
it in 9 seasons to be an all-time.
I can see why they put him as the best, but I was going to say Eric Dickerson. I
like Marshall Faulk, but I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the best, but I like because I saw Marshall Faulk play. That's why.
Adrian Peterson's up there. LT's up there.
Yep. Nobody's saying Emmett.
I think Emmett just had.
People don't like Emmett's game. That's all it is.
Yeah. Emmett was just. I feel like he got the ball a lot. Emmett really got the ball.
Why wouldn't you give the ball to
Emmett? Huh? 11 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons, man. You gotta put some respect on it.
Yeah, Walter. I don't know, man. It's a lot of even Frank Gore's up there, bro. I'm looking at it now, bro.
Nah. I don't even know why.
I'm talking about in yards.
He up there for yards.
Frank played about 20 damn years.
Yeah, he played all them goddamn.
But I do give Frank credit. He did produce even when he was 37, 36. Some of the games.
All right,
which is hard.
Well, next we got receiver.
There's no debate.
Receiver Jerry Rice. He got 45 out of the 50 votes, higher than Tom Brady actually. But I think it's easy. We know why. He's a good receiver. Tight end Rob Gronkowski, 23 of the 50 votes. And let's bring it up. Is he the GOAT tight end?
I'm gonna let DL just say yes first because it's his guy, so I'll get you a DL.
I'm gonna say as of now, yes. If we going off of longevity, will someone surpass him? Maybe. Because you have Mark Andrews up there right now. You have Travis Kelce up there right now.
In terms of surpassing in what way?
It depends.
In stats?
Depends on what you're talking about. In stats?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Maybe in stats, but I doubt there's going to be another tight end in history who's going to get 4 rings.
That's the
And
only
I think
reason I
that's
think he's
literally
up
the
there right
only
now.
reason why he's up there.
That's not literally the only. Let's not say it's
Yes,
not. It's literally
it will
the only
be.
reason.
I'm wait till I get up, and I'll tell you why.
No,
Go.
because there has not been a full season, other than one season in which Gronk has played and has not reached over 1,000 yards receiving on not as many targets as someone like Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce has a lot more targets than Gronk has, and I'm just using Travis Kelce as an example because that's probably going to be his next someone the next person to surpass him. As far as stats wise, but Travis Kelce gets targeted way more than Gronk did. Gronk's played 12 seasons? I want to say 12
Played
seasons.
12
11
because Tony, the guy that I said played 15, but he played 12.
Because we're on the same page because he has not passed that guy yet.
Yeah, right. But I'm about to really like lay the.
But I'm saying what pushes Gronk over the edge is the fact that he has 4 rings and he was a.
That's the only reason he's.
But he was a significant factor in all 4 of those rings besides the Atlanta.
Didn't they win the Super Bowl without him?
The Atlanta, that was the only one. But 3 out of 4, come on, bro, that's what 75%.
They Aaron Hernandez for 2 of them.
Facts,
bro. Like I said, he's cracked 1,100 yards as a tight end, bro. Every single year he's played a full season.
All right,
and he finished his career with 92 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns for a tight end.
I agree. I mean, he is one of the greats. I know why he's there, but I think it's mainly because of Super Bowls. Because I'm going to get into the accolades and stats right here.
It ain't close. And can you tell me who was Buddy's best quarterback he ever played with as well? The name you're going to name, because I agree with you. I think it was Trent Green.
Yeah, it was Trent Green. This is Gronk's stats right now, as it is.
Make sure you add targets in there too.
I didn't do the targets.
You got to, bro. You have to add the targets.
I did the receptions.
I could put it up there. I can find it. Keep going.
He's got 9,000 career yards, 92 touchdowns. I think he has about 930 something receptions, if I remember correctly. He's got 4 All-Pros, first team All-Pros, and he's got 5 Pro Bowls with 4 rings. The only thing he's got on Tony Gonzalez is 4 rings. Tony Gonzalez has 15,000 receiving yards, 111 touchdowns, and 400 more receptions. He has 6 All-Pros and 15 Pro Bowls. He played 14 Pro Bowls. He played 15 seasons. He made an All-Pro when he was 37 years old. All first team All-Pro. Is Gronk better than Tony Gonzalez as a football player?
Fact, you said he had 100 and how many touchdowns?
111 touchdowns.
Gronk has 92 in 2 more years.
Yep.
How many targets? Did you look up how many targets Tony Gonzalez
I
has?
didn't look at his many targets. I know he has 400 more receptions.
He has a lot more targets.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah.
But also, Gronk played with the greatest quarterback of all time. Tony Gonzalez played with Trent Green.
Okay.
And he played with Matt Ryan that year. He made all.
The only thing Gronk does better than Tony Gonzalez is block. Blocking is the only thing he does better.
Y'all were not calling Tom Brady the greatest quarterback of all time in those 02, 04, and 05 championships. Y'all wasn't calling him the greatest quarterback at that time. Y'all was not. Nobody was.
Gronk didn't come to the league until 2010. What are we talking about?
Exactly. And they didn't win their first Super Bowl until when? I mean, what you know what I'm saying? With them two together to win.
I'll be honest. Gronk reminds me a lot. They used him a lot how the Ravens used Mark Andrews. He gets the ball.
I'm saying Tom Brady became the GOAT while playing with Gronk. So who's to say that Gronk wasn't a big part of the reason why y'all consider Tom Brady the GOAT?
And
the reason why,
bro, Gronk played 11 seasons. Wait, Gronk played 11 seasons. That only has went over 1,000 yards 4 times, bro.
In a full season, bro. Look at how many times he's played a full season.
I'm looking at the full season.
But you did say like he had 1,000 yards.
He played 9 full seasons earlier, and got it 4 times.
The first year was his rookie year, bro.
He got 5 yards. Second year, he got.
You made it sound like he had 1,000 yards each year he played.
So long.
I said every season he's played a full season. He's cracked over. And if you look at it, bro, he would be on track to have 1,000 yards if he played a full season. He had 7 games. He had 600 yards.
But him not being able to stay on the field that hurts him
because he's a big dude. Like that's why he retired.
Tony Gonzalez 6'5", Gronk 6'6".
I'm just saying, bro. Like y'all make it seem like it's a complete wash, but like
you're not saying it's a wash. I'm
just saying like don't act like a part of the reason why we call Tom Brady the GOAT is because of Gronk.
DL
isn't because of Gronk. Like
you still have Tom Brady. Just answer me this: take away the Super Bowls. Football player, you're tight end. You're picking Tony Gonzalez or Gronk with Tom Brady.
I'm picking either. Because I've seen what Tom Brady has done with Gronk. I've seen what Tony Gonzalez can do. Bro, you act like
you're getting Gronk a better athlete and tight end than.
And Gronk played in the
he's a big target. A tight end is a big target.
Tony didn't play in the passing league.
Tony had Priest Holmes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Who is Gronk's best running back? Leonard Fournette?
Brandon Bowden.
James White.
Hey, Stephen Ridley.
James White had 14 receptions.
And Tony Gonzalez had to compete with Dwayne Bowe. Dwayne Bowe was nice. Don't act like Dwayne Bowe wasn't nice.
Bro, you act like a tight end being specifically Gronk wasn't just a big target, bro. Like he's just a big target. Like a tight end is a big target. Martellus Bennett was balling with Tom Brady.
They're playing hella 2 tight end system. That benefit Gronk. Tony didn't play in that.
Does benefit tight ends a lot.
Bro, you do what you can. You do what you do in what you're given. Like, and that's all I'm saying. Like, you're making it seem like he wasn't balling with what he was given. Like, he's supposed to do that. Okay, but he did it. Like, if he was slumming, I bet y'all would give him trash. Like, I would be like,
no, we think Gronk is the second best receiver all tight end all time. I just think he gets overrated because of those. I think he gets catapulted over Tony because of Super Bowl, and I don't think that's right.
And that's fair to say. That's fair to say. I can see that, but I'm just saying I don't know if Tom Brady has all of those Super Bowls without Gronk. And because well. I doubt that if Gronk was playing that Atlanta game, they go up 28-3. I doubt that happens if Gronk was playing.
I get that. Let's go to defense though. Let's go to defense. No, let's finish off the offense. So offense, they had I lost it. So obviously we're talking about offensive linemen. They had an offensive tackle. I actually never heard of this guy's name before, so I gotta go watch his film. He had to be nice though. Anthony Munoz, 27 out of the 50 votes, 54%. And he was a GOAT because he was named to NFL's 100th anniversary, 75th anniversary, and 1980s All-Decade team, was All-Pro in 11 straight seasons, and was considered elite. So that's why he had runner-ups with Jonathan Ogden, which I thought would be up there. Orlando Pace.
Ogden, definitely.
Walter Jones. Guard Larry Allen, and I completely agree with this. He had got 21 of the 50 votes, though, so it was pretty close.
Damn, my man Michael Oren make the votes?
Man, get out of here. Man. They had also John Hanna and Gene Upshaw. And then for center, Mike Webster. We had a Stiller up there. You feel me? He got 30% of the votes. So not really. Jim Otto, Chuck Barnick. It's pretty close. And surprisingly, the person who had the most votes on the offensive side, who was basically clear like they were the best in their position, wasn't Tom Brady. It was actually Jerry Rice. He received the most votes for his position out of anybody. Now let's get to defense. Edge rusher, I think we all agree. Lawrence Taylor, he got 40 out of the 50 votes.
I just want to say I'm glad ESPN did this because now I can legit say what I've been saying the whole time about the best linebacker ever. But keep going.
I don't think no one argued that.
No, you guys kept saying when I said best linebacker ever, you're like Lawrence Taylor. I'm like, Lawrence Taylor's an edge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So edge rusher, Lawrence Taylor. So they got Lawrence Taylor as the edge rusher, 40 of the 50 votes, 80%. We don't know why he's that. Reggie White was the second runner-up.
He's an edge?
Reggie White? Yeah.
I thought he was more of what Aaron AD is.
Yeah. Nah, he played more DN.
Yeah, he was a DN.
That's crazy.
Defensive tackle. And I was surprised by this. I thought it was a little early, but we say he could be one of the best defensive players ever. So
he's got it.
Aaron Donald is defensive tackle. Obviously, 98 sacks in 8 seasons, 8 Pro Bowl selections, 444 tackles, 23 forced fumbles. Has recorded 8 sacks in each of his 8 seasons, so that's really good, especially at defensive tackle. He's the only defensive tackle in NFL history to record 20 sacks in a season. So they had him there, runner up, Mean Joe Green, Deacon Jones. You say you don't like it.
I like it.
I was going. I mean, how many
I
votes
would
he get?
I would be more inclined to argue it if they had Reggie White, because Reggie White played D tackle too. He played end and D tackle.
There, he got 39 of the 50 votes.
But AD's better than Mean Joe Green. Come on. He's done a lot more.
Mean Joe was more of a nose guard type player.
I just think back then football was a lot more,
What do you mean? If it's still violent for them D linemen.
Nah, you touch somebody wrong.
Bro, AD out here choking people in drills.
I just think like back then football was way more aggressive. So you had a lot of heavy hitters back then. Bro, they was playing with half a face mask back then, bro. Head smack. They could head smack back in.
And AD was and Gene Joe Green was definitely the anchor for probably one of the greatest defenses ever in NFL history. But if you're talking about individually, I think Aaron Donald as an individual talent is definitely better. Linebacker, and wow, Ray Lewis didn't get as many votes as I thought he would have. He got 23 of the 50 votes, of 46%. Reason why he's GOAT, he led the Ravens in tackles 14 of his 17 seasons, including his rookie year, powered a record-setting defense in 2000. And then, 2-time defensive player of the year, and is the only player in NFL history to have 40 sacks and 30 interceptions in their career. Dick Buckus was the runner-up, and so was Mike Singletary. You play to win the game. Can't win with him. Can't lose with him. Can't do it. Cornerback Deion Sanders, 32 of the 50 votes, 64%. I think we all agree that we think he's a GOAT. Charles Woodson was a runner-up, so was Rod Woodson and Darrell Revis. Safety Ronnie Lott. I was surprised with this one.
Me too.
But Ronnie Lott is definitely elite. So there's the reason why he's a GOAT safety. He made the list as a safety, but Lonnie actually started his career as one of the hardest hitting cornerbacks any league executives can remember. He played corner during his first 5 pro seasons before moving to safety. Lott ultimately finished his career with 4 Super Bowl rings, 63 interceptions, which is tied for 8th all time, led the league in interceptions in 1986 with 10, and had at least 4 interceptions in a season 9 times. And in 20 playoff games, Lott had 9 interceptions and scored 2 touchdowns.
Who's the second? Who's wrong?
The real GOAT.
Lott was one of 2 defensive players along Joe Green with 4 Super Bowl championships and 10 Super Bowls. He compiled 5 seasons with at least 100 tackles.
Dang, that's safety. Yeah, that's crazy.
So NFL analyst Matt Bowen, a former NFL safety, said Reed was the ultimate game changer with rare instincts, totaling 64 interceptions and 7 defensive touchdowns. Reed is the only free safety to win Defensive Player of the Year. Is tied for most interceptions in the postseason with 9 and had 13 career touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, I can see a case for Lonnie Lott. He was the ultimate safety if you really think about it. He did tackles, he had interceptions, 4 fumbles, and one of the hardest hitters playing the game. My question is, though,
you don't want your safety being a leading tackle on your team, though.
That's
all I want to say about that.
They didn't say he was the leading tackler. He just said he had 100.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of tackles though for a DB.
But they also ran the ball a lot more back in the day.
No, man, 100 tackles, bro.
What's it called? Mike Singletary need to step it up, man. He need to get them tackles.
They had a lot, man.
That's over 10
Charles
tackles.
Haley also
10 tackles a game, bro.
That's a lot. All right, let's get to one more topic before we go ahead and get to our clip segment.
Hey, we ain't talking about kickers, man. The biggest snub. Yeah, they have Adam Vinatieri, who's not the GOAT. Tucker is the GOAT.
Nah, I might give it to Adam, bro.
He ain't holding no records.
But Adam.
Oh, he won us 3 Super Bowls.
I was saying he was winning Super Bowl with kicks, bro.
We got Legatron.
He good for it. Y'all just don't get the Super Bowl enough for him. So
they get a good winner for y'all.
I don't like that they took championships a lot into the consideration when naming these players. So that basically tells me that if Aaron Donald didn't win at the Super Bowl last year, he probably wouldn't have been the number one defensive tackle. They would have given him Joe Grohl.
I think the APs would have got it to him.
I mean, because like, don't y'all consider winning a part of being great?
Yeah, but you could be Adam Morrison. You could be Adam Morrison on the Lakers and get a ring, and you get a ring.
Nah, but that's basketball. Defense, like if you're like, because we had this is going back to another argument we had, bro. If you're dominant on defense, bro, you should be that much of a game changer to help your team win, bro.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can do.
At D-line, yeah. At any other level, the second level, third level, you can do a lot more.
Patrick Willis didn't win a lot in his career. I mean, I guess not towards the end later, but they stuck for a while when Patrick Willis was the best linebacker in the league, and it was like, yo, he's the best linebacker. It seems it's trash.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you just ball, like, I feel like it's easy to ball.
I think there's a couple guys like that for the linebackers.
No, there's no D-line. And the fact that Aaron Donald's balling on the D-line, that's the difference.
That is the difference because he could change the pass and run game. So, and he's in the interior. I think at the end it's a little bit harder, but at D tackle, if you're a game changer, then you're a game changer. So, I want to talk about this list, and I want to see what are your guys' thoughts. It was a list I saw on NFL.com. It was NFL starters, first stringers who are in jeopardy of losing their position. I want to say, do you think it will happen or do you think it won't happen?
I checked the list. That one they did for the Ravens, you guys not even a starter, but keep going. Keep going.
Sam Darnold. So they're saying he's in jeopardy of losing his position to Baker Mayfield. We're calling cap or fact?
That's a fact.
I agree. I think it's fact. Baker was throwing dimes out here.
Hey, but they both are doing they are both having a good camp from the clips. So it's good competition.
But honestly, I never thought Baker was a bad quarterback.
Me either. I just thought he was hurt.
Bad situation.
Yeah, I just think in Cleveland, it was Cleveland. Cleveland always paints that picture that their quarterbacks suck.
Right, Cleveland signs people before stuff's even proven out. So, like, we already talked about Cleveland. So,
Geno Smith. So right now he's projected to be the starting quarterback for the.
I didn't think he was the starter originally. I thought it was Drew Lock, but
no, it's him, Geno Smith, and he's battling Drew Lock.
So that was one of our topics. I thought Drew Lock was starter, but Geno Smith's been getting majority of the reps. I think it's a fact. I'm going to go fact. Geno Smith actually played pretty well when Russell Wilson went out last year for the games that he was hurt. So I think Geno Smith can actually win this job. So,
hey man, I think either way, Seahawks gonna be screwed.
Well, no, regardless, yeah, they're not winning more than 5 games.
Yeah, I don't think it makes much of a difference who their starting quarterback is. They need to get somebody who's way better than both of those players.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, that's what they're tanking for. Daniel Jones. So it's being reported that Tyrod Taylor is having a little bit better camp than him. So do we think Daniel Jones will lose his position to Tyrod Taylor?
Fact, I think he will.
I can see. I can see. I think so too. I think the Giants actually have a good team to actually do something.
Do you think Tyrod? I mean, I'm not saying Tyrod has ever been a really good quarterback, but he's been
I'm thinking Tyrod
average, but he's not he's undervalued, is what I'm saying. Like he's gone to places.
That's a great word.
And he's actually
made him competitive.
Well,
yeah.
And he's been in some situations where he got hurt with that lung thing and.
Houston last year, he was playing.
Was he in Buffalo?
He was in Chargers too at one point before Justin Herbert. He had that lung issue, and he was out the rest, and they put Justin Herbert in the whole time, and he was actually having a good camp. So, and I talked this before. Dabble likes what type of quarterbacks?
Mobile.
Guys that can move, and Tyrod. Daniel Jones can move, but Daniel Jones has never taken a team to playoffs, and Tyrod Taylor has.
Tyrod took Buffalo to the playoffs. So yeah, I think they have a good team where they can make some noise. And we always say the NFC East is somewhere that you can see anything happening. And not to piggyback on the topic, but I can't believe you said that Jacoby Brissett team offense was better than the Steelers offense, bro. That was wild. But The next starter with the potential to lose
Hey, that
their
offensive
job.
line, running backs, receivers, man. I don't
Nah,
know,
get
man.
out of here.
I don't know, man. That receiving core.
Get out of here, man. Oh man, you made me goddamn. Here we go. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. So there has the potential to lose his job. They have Ronald Jones, Jerick McKinnon is back. What do you guys think?
I can see it. Honestly, I think he's been a little overrated.
I think he's been underwhelming.
I, he's been overrated. People talk highly of him, and he hasn't really done a lot. He's just been there. He's like an average running back on that team.
Yeah, I feel like Jerick McKinnon gave them more of a spark in the playoffs than he
Well,
did.
even your other backups to you guys, Darrell Williams, sometimes when he gets in, Damian. I know he's not on the team anymore, but when Damian Williams got in, like guys can produce on that team.
Yeah,
And I feel like a number one draft pick because that's what he was, right?
yeah, 32nd pick in the draft.
I feel like he should have been doing something a little bit more at this point in his career. Like you see DeAndre Swift, you see all these.
Yeah, the Chiefs messed up picking him over Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, yes. Imagine if you guys had JT.
It's crazy.
But did you guys pick up anybody? Like who's pushing for his starting spot?
Ronald Jones.
Nah, I don't see that happening. Hilaire's not going to lose that spot.
I can see it happen. Rojo played really well. I just think it was always in favor for Leonard Fournette to play. If you really look at it, when Rojo and Leonard play, it always looked like Rojo looked better than Leonard.
But you know why they benched him? Because Tom Brady did not like him because he was dropping a lot of passes.
Yeah. He don't have to be. He just has to be the person that runs the ball. Then they kept Jerick McKinnon that can do both. So, next player on the list is Damian Harris has a potential to lose his job to Ramondre Stevenson. I'm gonna go. I think this should easily happen. I don't understand why this isn't happening yet. Even though Damian Harris is nice, when we saw Ramondre Stevenson play, he was fabulous. He looked amazing. So.
Cap.
You like Damian Harris more?
Yes, on that team, I do. They're a power running team.
Ramondre Stevenson is a power back.
Damian Harris better power back.
This is your team, Smooth.
Oh man, it's hard to tell, bro. I like Damian Harris from that last year, bro. I don't know. It's gonna be tough to tell, bro. As long as they both produce, and I think we're gonna split them up. Like honestly, I think they're gonna both play. That's what we're doing on offense anyway. But Damian Harris is pretty good for us last year.
All right, next is Jalen Reagor, and it's not him battling for the first or second team spot, but basically battling for a role, which you could probably lose to Quez Watkins
I
or
agree.
Zach Pascal.
Zach Pascal and Quez Watkins are going to be ahead of him. Jalen Reagor is going to be traded before trade deadline this year.
Yeah, you don't bring in Zach Pascal and not play him from coach team.
I think Quez Watkins. He was a big time player last year, big time play threat. So
he's a big play threat. I think Jalen Reagor got messed up because I think he wasn't mentally strong enough to do what Philly had for him.
Well, they put a lot of pressure on him. He was the number one receiver picked in that over everybody that year. The number one receiver that draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's gonna be a nice little receiving core, honestly. If they play that, play both of them actually. Diontae, AJ, Zach Pascal. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little because I feel like any of them can play slot. Like any of them can play slot. Like between them three, AJ Brown's definitely gonna be the outside, like primarily outside. But between them three and the slot, bro, that's gonna be crazy.
I don't see anybody guarding and staying with Quez coming out of the slot. He's like literally 99 Tyreek type speed.
Yeah, he's really fast. Next, we have Ben Cleveland. You said Chelsea's not on the team.
He's not even he's on the team. He just passed his conditioning test, but he wasn't a starter last year. Like I don't know where that. The reason why he started the last 4 games because the injuries we had. Like, so I don't know where that came from. I think he's battling for a starting spot. I don't think he is the starter right now.
All right, I'm gonna skip some of these names on there because I don't feel like going through it. Clavon Chasen for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Surprising.
That he might lose his spot.
Yeah, you were a top 5 pick.
Yeah, but if you think about it, they just drafted another outside pass rusher.
Put that bitch on the other side.
They got Josh Allen.
Oh, well, Trayvon
Yeah.
can play a little bit linebacker.
I thought about it too, but I was like, damn, they got Josh Allen. Like I was saying the same thing, but they do have Josh Allen, who
They traded
literally,
him.
who literally,
Cleason's gone.
yeah, they should trade him and get a draft capital for him. But yeah, you had Josh Allen literally kept Carson Wentz and the Colts out of the playoffs because he had like 3 sacks that game. It's causing the menace. Devin Bush,
I,
To
I can
who?
see it. I can see it, but
Robert Spillane.
oh no, never mind. I thought you were talking about Miles.
No, Miles starting.
I'm saying Miles and Devin to me are like very similar, but Miles is better like coverage than Devin. But
I'm not gonna lie. In the last 2 years on impact, well, when Devin came out, Spillane played really good, and then he got hurt. But even last year, Spillane did play better than Devin. So it is a potential, but
big
I don't
play
see it.
Spillane.
I don't see it though. But they've been rotating reps in and out of, with the first team. So this one is really surprising to me. Deion Jones. Now, this guy was considered a top 2 middle linebacker few years ago, and now we're talking about him potentially losing his starting spot. What do you guys think?
Um, I'm a bit surprised. You're right. He was one of them linebackers that were coming out of LSU.
He's only 27 too.
He's still young, yeah. Who do they got?
He had
Who's
137 tackles last year. That's crazy.
on a underwhelming Falcons team? So I think he's still going to be their starter. I
They're
think
talking
what
about and they signed Rashad Evans and this guy Nick Kawatowski. I always see him in Madden and
Nick
drafted six.
Nick Kwiatkowski is nice, low key,
He was in
but
Madden for a long time. I was
but
used to pick him up and like.
I don't think he's beating Dion out. I think if anything, they're going to run Dion and Rashawn like they should, but
But they also drafted Troy Anderson as well.
I don't know who that is.
That's a rookie from Montana that played every position in
Uh,
college, and then he was an all pro. He was an all conference quarterback. And then he came an all conference linebacker. He's
that's wild.
nice.
We'll see.
All right, and then I mean, Jonathan Abram is the last one I really care about. What do
I
you
don't
guys
really
think?
care. Trayvon's better than him. That's
And how
John.
about
Jonathan's
Malcolm
just
Butler?
tackler. Don't really care about him either.
Who's
He's
in the
he just,
who?
he just got signed this
Us,
year.
yeah. Why would he?
Yeah,
Who
that's
he
what they
losing
said.
spot to?
Yeah, I don't even know who you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
then, and again, remember he did get pulled.
They got Terrence
last
Mitchell,
time.
Jalen Suggs. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't
All
know.
right,
He
man.
got pulled with us last time. I don't know.
All right, man. I know we didn't talk about a lot of basketball, so we're gonna skip that for this now. But we are gonna talk about it in our segment. Where would they rank in today's game? So we're gonna get some basketball players. We're gonna talk about some football players as well. So first, where would Ron Artest rank in the NBA today?
That's nasty. As what, bro? As a defender,
Or he could wherever you want to, however you want to rank him.
I'm only ranking him as a defender because that's the only thing he would be able to do.
Yeah, as a defender.
I definitely say he's probably top 7 defenders in the league right now. Yeah, top 7.
Chubbs.
Um, yeah, I agree with Theo. I was gonna say top 10 because I don't like going in the middle of that. I go top 5, top 10. So if you're not top 5, I'd say top 10. But yeah, I'll go around that same top 10, top 7, whatever.
All right, question for you guys. Where do you guys rank PJ Tucker as a perimeter defender right now?
That's what I was going to compare him to. That's who I was going to compare him to. But
I think he's better than PJ Tucker though.
That's
I
why.
think, yeah, he's like a bigger PJ Tucker.
So who's your top defenders in the league? Giannis, Rudy Gobert is up there, technically the defensive player of the year.
If I'm talking about overall defense, I think he's better overall defensively than Giannis. Better overall.
hot take. Yeah, I was about to.
Giannis
hot
is
take.
highly overrated on defense.
Hot take. Giannis only won defensive player of the year because he won MVP the same year. But that's just my opinion.
He can't perimeter. He can't play perimeter defense. He's terrible on the perimeter. He's just a great help side defender, and he also can play in the paint as a rim. He's not really a true rim protector because
He's just 7 foot. That's
yeah, that's it. Because when Brook Lopez was out, they were struggling defensively because they kept saying we don't have our rim protector. But I thought that was supposed to be Giannis. He makes some good plays though. But yeah, I think Ron Artest would be a top 3 defender in the league.
Yeah.
So who you have better than him?
I really want to say one. I really don't like
You
Ron
think he'd be
Artest.
top 1?
I think he would be probably the best defender in the league.
Wow.
If somebody really like to me, if Kawhi really played defense,
I was asking
Kawhi
Kawhi,
would be the one.
PG.
But for Kawhi's defense goes down because he's on offense a lot now. Like he would primarily play defense, and as someone that primarily plays defense, I wouldn't say anybody is really better than him besides maybe Ben Simmons. That's it. I might put Ben above him. That's it. Ben, Bam, and Ron. No order for me. That would be the top 3. Throw Rob Williams in there too if you want to.
What about Draymond?
Damn, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm about to say you forgetting Draymond.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Draymond better than Draymond top
got
2.
in here, man.
Yeah, I think he would be on Draymond level defense. He would change a defensive scheme like that. I think he would be on Draymond.
Yeah.
Especially because he's like 6'9", 250. Like he would be perfect for like the Draymond role. So yeah, I think he'll be a top 3 defender in the league easily. Next, we have Yao Ming. Where would Yao Ming rank in the game today?
He would be a top 10 big man.
Top 10. I give him top 10 player. Top 5 big man.
Top 10 player.
They would not be able to stop Yao if he played today.
No chance.
He'll be a huge defensive liability. I give you that. But on offense, they would literally have they would have nothing to do with him. And he's a better rim protector than Jokic. So
yeah.
But was ever really a scorer like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years when he averaged like 16.
He was the only person who really gave Shaq problems.
I know that. There was a few years he averaged 20, but I didn't think he had like crazy stats. Even though he averaged double-doubles, obviously, each year.
Man, he was always hurt.
Because he was playing with Wishman.
He averaged 20. He played T-Mac too, so like it's not really much. He gave you 25 and 9.
Yeah, Ron Artest too, wasn't
he? Yeah. Steve Francis.
Yeah, Steve Francis. And Glenn Rice.
Yeah, they had people that were trying to get buckets.
Shane Battier.
Yeah. Next, where would Pau Gasol rank in today's game?
Top 20. 25.
Pau Gasol.
A lot of good players, man.
I'm gonna say the same, bro. Top. I give him top 7 big man, bro. Top 20 players.
I like that. I think he'll be the second best power forward in the game behind Giannis.
Big men. I include center and power forward in the same category.
So what you got? Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, AD.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really the only 4 I could think that could possibly be better than him.
What about
KD? You consider him a big man?
I consider KD as a wing, so I really consider KD a small forward.
Paul over Pascal?
Yeah.
Ooh, Bam over Bam?
Yeah.
And Cat?
You got to.
Well, you had to say it. Why was the conviction so loud with Bam?
I think
he provides a lot more offensive.
Yeah, it's the offensive side is what I'm saying. The post work is,
and he's not no slouch on defense. Because he's not a slouch on defense and offensively, he's he's superior. I'll give it to him.
Cat's a better shooter though.
Cat's a better
offensive player.
He's a better offensive player than Paul, but I don't think he's a better overall.
But it's not a wash on offense in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just think he stretches the floor a lot more than
Paul. Yeah.
I believe we're missing somebody.
We got Embiid, Jokic, AD. I mean, if you want to consider Rudy a top 5 big man,
he's not top 5.
I mean, he is a top 5 big man, but like we don't.
Hey, Al Horford, bro. Al Horford.
DeAndre Ayton is very disappointing.
I know.
Next, where would Pistons Isaiah Thomas, rank in the game today?
I don't like it, bro.
I don't like that one either. I'm
I
gonna
don't
give
like it.
top
Top
20.
25. Top 25, bro. As a player, as a point guard, he may have an argument for top 10.
Maybe top 15.
Maybe.
You can name 10 point, bro. Stop, please.
Let me see. I had top 8.
He played. He
Top
was
eight,
he was
top
the
eight,
prime.
top
He was
eight.
point guard, right? Primary ball handler on that team.
He led the Pistons to back-to-back championships as the
I'm just
best
saying.
player.
No, he was definitely that dude in his era, but I just feel
Hey,
like
there
in
is a reason
today's
why
game,
Michael
bro,
Jordan hates him. Just saying.
in today's game, bro. If Derrick Rose is healthy, bro, or stay healthy, we wouldn't even be saying
What?
Isaiah
Derrick Rose.
Thomas's
Why are we
name.
bringing up Derrick Rose?
I'm
Like,
just
what are
saying we wouldn't
doing,
even
bro?
think about Isaiah Thomas if Derrick Rose stay healthy, bro. Like seriously,
What are we talking about right now?
that was just a random take.
I'll give him. I'm still gonna give him a top 15 player, but I'll give him a top 5 point guard.
What's up with you,
Name
and
me
Derrick
5
Rose?
point guards better than him.
It would be 4. I said top 5.
Give me 4 point guards that are better than him.
Give me Steph.
That's it.
Give me Kyrie.
Steph, Kyrie, Luka, James.
Give me James Harden.
no. Luka, yeah.
Give me Luka.
Yeah.
That's 4. There you go. Top
Kyrie's
5.
better than him, bro.
Give me Steph and Luka.
That's top 5.
Kyrie's not better than Isaiah
Kyrie
Thomas.
can't be the number 1 player on a championship team. This guy did it twice.
I'm talking about as an individual player. He's not better than
No,
him.
he's not better than Isaiah Thomas. No.
Crazy. But okay.
He has a deeper bag, yeah, but he's not better than Isaiah Thomas.
Russ Westbrook's better than Isaiah Thomas.
Hey, Brian Russ is definitely better than Isaiah Thomas.
No, he's not.
Triple double Westbrook is definitely better than Isaiah Thomas. But stop it.
That triple double prime Westbrook. Bro,
Yeah,
Isaiah
that's
Thomas,
what I'm referring to.
Isaiah Thomas is a top 3 shooting guard, point guard of all time, like top 3, top 5, bro. It's literally Magic, Steph, than him. What are we talking about?
Shit, what do we rank in today's game, though, bro? Like,
hey, you're telling me the 3rd best point guard of all time would be top 25?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he wins without
And
D.
stop
Rod,
saying
then
Kyrie, because Kyrie is not better than Dame. Stop
his
it.
offensive. There you got Dame.
There's another runner. Thank you, another point guard.
Dame.
Yeah, wow.
So both of them.
CP3. Come on, man.
Yeah, you tripping. CP3.
CP3 a top point guard of all time too.
He's not better than Isaiah Thomas.
What about the stats?
All right, man. Y'all just made me mad.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, bro. Yeah, Dennis Rodman, bro. That was the bad boys, bro.
He was the best player on the team. What are you
Dennis
talking
Rodman.
about, bro?
Yeah, he's the only one who could beat Jordan.
That's crazy. Isaiah Thomas, goddamn it. Yeah, they wouldn't beat him because of Dennis Rodman.
They weren't not beating him because of Dennis Rodman. Like, why do you think he recruited Dennis Rodman?
If they had Dennis Rodman and they didn't have Isaiah Thomas, Jordan would have been busting their ass. No, what are we talking about? All right, Ronnie Brown. We're going to NFL now. Where will Ronnie Brown rank in the NFL?
Running back? Running back?
Yeah, running back.
Dolphins, Ronnie Brown?
Nah, he's not.
Yeah, Dolphins.
That's what you're talking about?
Really?
Why are you talking about?
I
saw one of the no, he was not.
He's not top 10 running back in the league.
That's okay. I agree.
He'd probably be a top.
I can't keep going with all the greats, man. I gotta get this spicy in here, bro. Like, what we doing?
He was the second best running back on his team anyway.
Wait.
He'd be an asset in
he
the
played with
Patriots
Cadillac,
offense.
didn't he?
Oh, at college.
Oh, okay. I thought Cadillac.
Yeah, he played.
He had Ricky.
He
went Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams.
Okay. Yeah. I will give him credit though. He did help bring the Wildcat to the NFL.
He is a Wildcat.
So
he'd be an asset. I can't rank him, bro.
He's outside the top 10 though. He's like top 16 maybe.
Anquan Bolden. Where would Anquan Bolden rank amongst the receivers in the game today?
I would say
top
same
12.
thing. Top
12.
And that
top
top 16.
12.
And 12 would be
Anquan Bolden?
He's not top. I love Anquan. I love Anquan to death. He's not top 10.
I love Anquan, bro. I love Terry, bro. Terry's not better than Anquan, bro.
Terry's not in my top 10.
Yeah.
Top 12, I'm top 12. I can name 12 receivers better. Huh?
Name, come on, give it to me. Better than prime Anquan. Let's go.
Prime Anquan. We talking about what was that?
Diontae.
San Fran.
It was every Fran.
I don't know. His Anquan
Was that San Fran or Ravens? Which one?
His best year was with the Ravens, but he did ball
No, it
with the
wasn't
Cardinals.
his best year with the Ravens.
The year that he won a Super Bowl was his best year.
No, it wasn't.
Why? Again, Wayne. Don't be a casual. You didn't watch the games. It was his best year football. He won a Super Bowl.
He had 1,400 yards.
You're looking at the stats. I'm looking at what I watched. He was unstoppable in the playoffs.
You talking about just a playoff run? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the whole year.
Chelsea didn't hit 1,000 yards.
He was unstoppable in that playoffs.
So don't say that was his best. Say that was his best playoffs, but that wasn't his best year.
He won a Super Bowl.
No, no.
Because of him.
Yeah, you guys definitely did win a Super Bowl because of him, but that doesn't mean that was his best year, bro. 2005 was definitely his best year. He had way better years. He had better years once he left, you guys. What are you talking about, bro?
He won a Super Bowl and balled out.
Bro. No. He had his highest.
He was unstoppable.
His second highest was in San Fran.
Yeah, his best years with y'all was 65 yards and 921 catches and 4 TDs. And you tell me that was his best year?
He won a Super Bowl and was unstoppable.
Oh, I stop it, bro.
But he's not in top 10. He's not in top 10 right now.
Arizona, yeah, his best year was definitely in
He's right outside of
his
it.
Rookie year, he had 1,300 yards. Then he got hurt. Then he played 14 games and got 1,400 yards.
Bro, he also had hella targets, bro.
That's okay.
He's
gonna be the number one receiver, bro. You saying hella targets? That's the targets that the top receivers get now. So he's gonna
getting the
I don't know why, bro.
Doubling Larry.
No, I don't think Larry was on that.
Larry was there before him.
Was on Arizona
the whole time. His whole Cardinals career was with Larry.
Bro, Larry was getting hella targets.
Isn't that Juju effect with AB? Same difference, kind of?
No, because he went to other teams and balled, bro. Stop it.
71 targets, bro. That is outrageous.
I love Anquan. Again, he's great.
I ain't gonna cap. It was an argument if he was better than Larry for a little bit.
That shouldn't have been.
But I don't think he's top 10 right now.
His first year in the league, he was better than. Hold up. Yeah, I know he was there before Larry. I thought, just stop it.
What year Larry get there?
Larry older than Anquan. I swear to God, he is.
Larry came in. He came in 2003. Larry came in 2004.
All right.
So yeah,
same time.
They literally, whenever he got all them targets, he was hurt. Larry was hurt, and whenever Larry got all his targets, Anquan was hurt. So they didn't have each other. They literally kept missing seasons year after year, missing games. And then the 1 year they were completely healthy together, I guess you could say, 2006, Anquan played 14 games and Larry played 13 games. Larry had 946 yards. Anquan had 1,400, and averaged 100 yards a game. So, y'all really think, after I'm telling y'all these numbers, Anquan would not be in the top 10?
It's close. For me, personally, it's close.
Give me your 10 receivers.
Top 12, bro.
Give me your 11 receivers better than him, bro.
I'll give you top 10. I've already said this top 10 so many goddamn times. Devontae.
Cooper Kupp, no.
Cooper Kupp's up there. Cooper Kupp's up in there.
2,000 yards, bro. 2,000 versus 1,400, bro. Which one you taking?
Jamar Chase.
Different era.
Taking Jamar Chase right now. Taking JJ right now.
I don't know about Jamar Chase.
Taking Stephon. Taking Tyreek. That's 6.
No.
Taking D-Hop. That's 7.
Stephon and Tyreek, yes.
I'm taking
D-Hop, yes.
I'm taking
Tyler Lockett.
I'm not taking Tyler Lockett.
Damn. Y'all cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
We missing
Lion tell me taking
Keenan Allen?
No.
I was gonna Keenan. So maybe he's top 8.
Not Keenan Allen, not Mike Evans, not none of them. You're not taking none of them over Anquan Bolden.
Because Keenan Allen, Anquan is what Keenan is before Keenan Allen. He's basically the same type of player, but Anquan became before. They both ran really good routes, both possession receivers. So right. I don't know. Maybe he is in the top 10.
The last person on the list, Joey Porter. Where would Joey Porter rank in today's game?
Now, are we ranking him as a linebacker, right? LB? Because he was edge rusher. I thought he was outside backer.
He's playing 4-3, bro. I played a 3-4. Played 3-4. Come on, casual.
He's not top 5. Not top 10, and if we're going edge.
We're going edge. He's not top 10.
What was his top sacks in a season?
I got you. Keep talking.
I'm trying to figure that out because that plays a factor. Because
17 and a half.
Because I got Khalil.
17 and a half is the most he had.
I got Chandler Jones. I got
Chandler Jones is not better than Joey Porter. Go.
Bro, Chandler Jones.
I'm a defensive line specialist. I do this. He's not better than Joey
Chandler
Porter.
Jones gets sacks and sacks.
Yeah, and they all play in a passing era, Chip. He's getting 17 sacks and not a passing era. You really got to take that into account. Now think about the amount of pass rush opportunities everyone has now compared to the pass rush opportunities everybody had back in the day. You really got to factor those in.
Bro, there's so many good pass rushers, Wayne.
There are so many good pass rushers. I agree with you.
So it's like you can't just
made All-Pro
say
4 times.
boom, boom. Because I technically count Joey Bosa as an edge, even though he's really a DN that plays edge.
No, any person that plays DN is a pass rusher.
Then Nick Bosa, bro, the Bosa brothers would do more than Joey Porter today.
No.
They would. They have. TJ Watt is ahead of them too.
I have TJ above him. I have TJ above him. I have Myles Garrett above him. I have Khalil Mack above him. I have Von Miller above him. After that,
you don't have. Okay.
Who are you gonna say?
Just keep talking. Keep saying who you have. Keep telling who you have above him.
I think that's who I have above him, unless I'm blanking on a name.
I don't know, man.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know he had a down year last year, but Joey Porter isn't a better pass rusher than Shaq Barrett.
Highest tackles he's had, solo tackles of 61. That's not too impressive in a season. You got safeties having 100.
That was 1960, bro. Stop it, bro.
I mean, I'm not impressed, bro. But I mean, I don't know.
4-time All-Pro. What was this? What did it say?
Cameron Jordan. He's better than Cameron Jordan.
4-time Pro Bowler. Yeah.
He says he's better than Cameron Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes, he's better than fucking Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan's not really a pass rusher. I'll look him more in the Aaron Donald road because they were in a 3-4 and he actually plays DN. Like, I think 4-3 DNs and outside linebacker.
Bro, he in a 4-3 DN got 12.5 sacks.
At 3-4. In a 3-4. Yeah, he's more like a defensive tackle to me. The way he plays his game, he plays
That's
more
how
like
I feel Myles Garrett is to me.
Nah, he's a 4-3 defensive end. Like a 4-3 defensive end and a 3-4 outside linebacker. Those are the edge rushers. Everybody else consider interior because you would consider Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward is a defensive end, but you wouldn't consider him edge rusher.
No, he's a D tackle.
Yeah, but he plays 3-4 DN.
So question: This boy snapped last year. Is Joey Porter better than last year's 20? I think he had 20 sacks last year. Robert Quinn, who balled at getting the quarterback.
Robert Quinn is nice though.
He is nice.
He's one of the best pass rushers of all time.
He is underrated.
I remember watching him at North Carolina. I was like, yo, he's gonna be a demon.
He is underrated.
He's not better than Robert Quinn. I'll give you that.
He had 18.5 sacks last year.
But that's also playing next to Aaron Donald. Yeah, he was on. Was he on the Rams?
No, he was on the Bears.
Went to the Bears down
with nobody on that D line.
What you mean? Don't try Eddie Goldman like that, bro.
Eddie Goldman's not on that team anymore.
And Akeem Hicks.
Akeem Hicks is not on the team anymore.
They were on the team last year.
Akeem didn't. I think he didn't play a whole year. I think he got hurt. I don't know though. And their outside backer on the other side wasn't really like a proven pass rusher. So like it was really Robert Quinn.
No, Akeem played last year. No, he got hurt. He definitely put up those on Michael Pierce numbers. That giveaway.
Pierce got hurt too last year. So
yeah. All right, man. That was all that I have, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody that came through and listened to episode 38. Episode 38. Make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Definitely get some clips out, especially that fired up Ravens content. But in the next episode, we're gonna be doing Hopefully, there's more basketball news so we can talk about basketball. But like football season's here, we're really gonna get into our previews and previewing the season. So we're gonna give you our top 100 players going into the NFL season. We're gonna break down another division, uh, AFC and NFC division for you guys, and give you guys some fantasy takes as well. So want to get all that started for you guys. Smoog and and Chubbs, you got anything to say to people before y'all go? Before we get up out of here?
Like,
Um,
subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Keep tuning in.
no, I don't got much. That's good. That's good, deal.
All right, man. Until next time, my name is Wayne. FC Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook. House Divided Sports Podcast on YouTube and TikTok, man. Until next time, we out.